Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised. Get it done.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Show
With Devin, Rick, and Quinn.
Here's your host, Rick.
We're here to help you win.
Hold on. Now, listen. I'm making sure
That's the worst.
Listen,
you need a white one.
I know.
You have a white one?
Yeah. No.
You should save that for later.
I'm purchasing a bundle pack.
Really?
You have a bundle bag?
Oh, dude, I'm definitely getting more of these. Dude, I'm going to get the women to watch our show.
You say so.
All right, let's go.
All right, are we ready?
What's up, First fans?
Boom! What is up, First fans? Welcome to the show. In this episode, we're going to be discussing our 2020 running back rankings. We've each come up with our own rankings. We're just going to talk a little bit about them to help you guys delve through what's up, what changes were made, why we like certain running backs, why we don't like certain running backs, and just our general rankings. So, kind of doing this to help you guys out.
Yes, sir.
Boom! You're going to get ahead of your competition.
Oh, yeah.
Outthink them. Well, at least think. All right, that was not funny. Anyway, we are on to our topic of 2020 running backs. And let's go with who we have ranked number uno.
Number uno.
That's Spanish for one.
Well, if you'd like to start this one off, Devin.
Spanish related.
I think we all have the same person. Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey?
I don't.
I have Barkley.
Ooh. I guess we don't.
I have CMC.
Christian McCaffrey?
Oh, yeah, I guess they're the same person, huh?
So you both have Christian McCaffrey, huh?
Christian Castry.
I have Saquon Barkley.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Saquon too,
Not a
but
bad number one.
I mean, it could probably go either way with them.
no, I don't think it could, but
I think it could.
nah.
Definitely could.
He's very consistent.
I mean, Barkley.
He's consistently hurt.
Barkley is definitely better than Kamara. McCaffrey. I think. The problem is he was injured.
Do you play fantasy football? I'm just wondering if our listeners, just so our listeners have a little background.
After McCaffrey did that huge jump over that person, I'm completely sold on McCaffrey being the most talented running back right now.
Oh, he's talented for sure.
Talented.
But, I mean, they got Bridgewater now.
It does depend on his
receivers to throw to.
It is.
The
He's
new
not
system.
going to be the only person on the team now.
The new system
It is
that
going to
they
be
put
an
in.
offense. Yep.
Yeah.
Good
Saquon
point.
Barkley, I think, is still the only person on the team.
Yeah.
Listen,
he's definitely
Saquon
the best.
Barkley is a man. He's just a man. He's got
That's-
thick thighs. Makes him a man.
Oh, man. Hey.
No, not a whoa man. Just a
Oh,
regular
chill.
man.
This is fantasy football. Hey.
All right, so you have Barkley. We have Christian McCaffrey. Number 2.
Is Christian McCaffrey.
Okay.
McCaffrey. Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley.
I lost
Nice.
Whoa!
Eckler's
Okay,
number
folks.
2.
There's
Okay.
a changeup. Cuts on a
Yep.
curveball. Austin Eckler.
He was very good last year. He is a PPR monster.
Yeah, but that was with Dump Off Rivers.
You don't think Tyrod Taylor will dump off?
I don't know. Because he likes to scramble.
I mean, it's the same coach.
Yeah, but he likes to scramble. He's a totally different quarterback, I think,
Okay.
than Phillip Rivers. So I just don't. I like Eckler too. I mean, you'll see as we go down here where I've got him ranked, but
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't feel that his ceiling was where it was last year because of all those dump offs he got. I mean, he scored a lot of
I don't
points if
think
he had
so.
those dump offs. A lot.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he's going to get them as many. That's
Yep.
If he does get as many, he could easily be number 2. How about you? So what's your reasoning for putting him at number 2?
He's just a PPR monster. He did very good last year. I think he's just going to continue that without Melvin Gordon. The only problem I have with him is that the Chargers drafted a running back.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that running back's going to take Melvin Gordon's place or if they're going to trust Austin Eckler. That's my only problem with that. If everything goes in Eckler's way, then he's absolutely number 2.
All right.
Well, they know Eckler is their your main guy to do all the fancy stuff. I mean, he's really good at running, but he's not built to be running back.
Well, and we
He's
all
got,
know.
I mean, that's why they got Justin Jackson.
Every year, running backs, when you look at the beginning of the season, everybody's got their rankings. Oh, yeah. And by the end of the season, it's like half of them are totally different than what we projected early on.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So having Eckler number 2 doesn't mean pretty much squat. It means that could realistically happen.
All right.
Okay.
Number 3.
3.
Who do you have, sir?
I've got one Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Ooh.
He was good last year.
Kenyon Drake.
Oh, wow.
And I have Derrick Henry.
Okay. Well, I think Dalvin Cook was really good last year. Minnesota did nothing really to improve their throwing game. They got rid of Diggs and brought in a rookie. So I don't think they're going to be throwing more, which means I think they're going to run just as much as they did before. Their line is still pretty good. I don't see him doing worse, really, than he did last year. Okay. Drake.
Kenyon Drake, yeah, absolutely. He averages 600 yards every 130 carries. So on Arizona, I figure they're going to double the carries that he had because he had 120 carries, and usually the average running back is about 250.
Yeah.
And he only had 8 games. So if you just double his production, he's absolutely guaranteed 1,200 yards. Receiving, it looks like he's going to be in the range of 350-ish, which is really, really good. The only thing is that the touchdowns. He got a lot of touchdowns last year on Arizona. So that might decrease. That's my only problem with him. But yeah, I mean, he's guaranteed a lot of yards.
He's got some upside for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
he
David
catches-
Johnson, when he is there, he had a massive season. I mean, he was a top running back,
Yeah.
back in the day when he was healthy. But that Arizona team has the opportunity to produce. And you've got Derrick Henry as number 3?
I do have Derrick Henry as my number 3.
And why is that, sir?
Well, last year, as you can see, he fully went off. He's pretty unstoppable to take down. He's pretty much a beast.
He's big.
And he's not in a committee. He's the only running back on the team right now who can actually handle the ball. And
Well, they did draft Darrington Evans
yes, but
That's not going to be
that's not going to do anything.
this year.
That's going to be when Derrick Henry is tired. And if you see in the last games
Yeah.
of the season, Derrick Henry he just kept going. He didn't get tired. He did a full drive. He played the whole, there was a drive when he played all 9 of the plays and it went into a scoring touchdown. So, I mean, he's gotten better with his endurance as well.
So you're saying he should be sponsored by Energizer? He just keeps going and going.
Yeah,
and going
I think
and
this
going.
is going to be a Derrick Henry type team.
Okay. Well,
And they're still going to rely on him again. Yeah. I mean, it worked. They were
He is
able
in a
to.
contract season too. I don't know if that means anything.
They were able to
anyone.
beat the Patriots in playoff mode, which is pretty hard to do.
Yeah.
And it was mostly Derrick Henry putting in all the work that game. So he can take on the tough teams like that.
Yeah.
He's going to be, the only problem is, like we've seen in the past years, is he doesn't catch. So,
Yeah, he does not catch at all.
but it makes it up if you got 150 yards and 2 touchdowns from him.
Yeah, you don't need much catching, do you?
No. So we'll see, but yeah, I think he'll end number 3
Nice.
at the least.
Least.
Well, how about number 4?
Number 4. Yes, of course. If you would
I
like to
have
go
Alvin
first.
Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. I have Ezekiel Elliott.
Ooh.
I have a message. Yes, Ezekiel Elliott
Okay.
is my
Okay.
4.
It's pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's hard to go against Elliott. I mean, he's just pretty much rock solid.
I mean, if he plays, he plays.
Yeah, if he
Yeah.
plays, he plays. I mean, he gets yards. He can catch some. He can definitely run, and he's on a highly productive offensive team. I mean, he's set up to succeed again. So as long as he's healthy, he should succeed.
Absolutely. I love Ezekiel Elliott. He's really talented. The only problem I have with him is that Mike McCarthy has never coached a team with a top running back or the top running game in the league.
Right?
He's only coached running games in the bottom 3. So that's the problem I have with Ezekiel Elliott. He averages about 300 carries a season, which is a lot. I just think he's going to get less carries this year. Not a lot less,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just less.
Well, we'll see.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have coaching changes, I mean, things change up. It doesn't stay the same. So,
I mean, Jerry Jones does love Ezekiel Elliott, though.
yeah. And we know who the puppet master is. Jerry Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Mike McCarthy, his latest puppet. We'll see how that works out.
That was another reason, though, why I have Saquon Barkley as my first. Because they have that coach now.
There's
Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so-
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barkley
Duh.
should get a lot of carries then, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You heard it
Barkley's
here
the best.
first. Jason Garrett's the coach, and Barkley's the best. So,
All right. So number 5?
number 5.
5. This is where I have Barkley.
Okay.
Intriguing. I have Dalvin Cook.
Okay. And I've got Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake. Nice.
You got anything to say on any of those dudes?
I like Dalvin Cook. Love me some Cook.
I got nothing.
The thing is, Cook can be, he can potentially end as number 1. It's just, it's when he gets injured.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't played a full season. I mean, last year, he didn't need to play the
Yeah,
full
he got
season.
you to the playoffs, and then you
Got you
lost
to
because
playoffs.
of him. So it was pretty good,
I
probably.
lost as the number 1 person. I won, but it makes 0 sense. Dalvin Cook brought me all the way, and then I used my
Finagling.
wits. All right, number 6.
Number 6.
Yes.
Dalvin Cook.
Boom.
Dalvin Cook.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. I have Josh Jacobs.
Wow, that's a little bit high. When? Tell us why.
Not a little bit high.
Okay.
Because, I mean, he's got it all in the books now. This is, I mean, you say that, second year slumps, right? Happen. It's not going to happen for Josh Jacobs. I think he's going to be even better than before.
When you say second-year slumps, though, I don't think that applies to running backs.
It usually is just quarterbacks
Yeah.
and wide receivers sometimes. Running backs are
Running backs
usually
are a
fine.
different breed.
Yeah.
They're a different breed. Mm-hmm. Well, Well, Josh Jacobs is a different breed of the breeds.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he did a lot better than I thought he would.
Yeah. They have him catching more.
Uh-huh.
I saw on his Instagram page actually that he was doing some catching.
Well, I hope so, because he couldn't have caught much less last year.
well.
In fact, he did so much catching, he didn't even...
That was his only problem. He was getting the yards. He could push for the touchdowns. His only problem was he wasn't getting a lot of catching. But as you can see, they're working on his catch right now. He's going to be a beast.
I agree with that. I've got him a little further down than you, though, but I've got him at 13. So...
I have him a little further down,
Oh, wow.
23.
Whoa!
Yeah, because he didn't catch much
I
last
was gonna
year.
say, I think we need to talk about that a
Yeah.
little bit more.
He didn't catch much last year, so
But he still was top 15.
I think the running backs above him are going to do better.
Wow. So are you just thinking that the Raiders are going to just do really bad in general? They're going to...
No, I just
Are they
think,
going to throw a lot more than run, or...
I just think the running backs above him are just going to do better. I think he's going to do fine.
All right. Because he's a feature back. I mean, there's not competition with him, so it's...
Yeah, there's no committee.
Yeah.
There's literally 8 teams that have running backs with 0 committee.
Only 8.
Yeah, only 8.
Not very many.
I think there's probably more than that.
I
No.
don't think so. It's not very many.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think it's the other way around, actually.
No.
Yeah, I think
not even
it's,
close.
It's pretty slim. I mean, if we look, there's not very many. I mean, if we go down the
McCaffrey's
list,
one.
McCaffrey, Barkley,
Saquon Barkley was the other one.
Cook, Elliott,
Cook, Elliott.
Drake,
Drake,
Henry,
Henry,
Mixon,
Mixon.
Fournette?
Fournette, Jacobs.
Would you count Bell?
No,
Why not?
because there's Gore as well. They're gonna be using both.
I don't think so.
You have
Gore's
Adam
back
Gase
up.
as your coach. He's gonna do the
Well, yeah, but
worst possible scenario for every person.
Yeah, so he'll probably put Gordon half the time at least, huh?
yeah. Everybody else pretty much is in the committee.
Yeah, there's a lot of committees of sorts. I mean, some are less than others, but being a feature back, being all 3 down, there's not too many of those guys. A lot of guys get spelled here and there. But anyways, that's interesting that you have him 23.
I also didn't know that Josh Jacobs was working out with catching more. So add that in a little bit, then he probably moves up a little bit.
And once again, folks,
But yeah,
these are
still
our
not-
pre-season
Yeah.
rankings. This is just something we put together for fun early on. We will be adjusting these rankings as we learn more information, as players maybe change teams, as we look at training camps and the battles that persist to see who actually wins a lot of these jobs, or even if new coaches start to do like what we're talking about, making a feature back or a committee situation. Stuff is going to change based on that. But as for right now, we're basing a lot of this on what we saw last year with what information we currently know. So
Yeah.
that's just a little tidbit on how these rankings are. So none of this is set in stone. Please don't use this as your full feature. Just take it with a grain of salt. This is preliminary.
Well said, Squire.
Something like that.
So 7.
Who'd you have for 6?
Derrick Henry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Same kind of reasons. I just think he's going to definitely be he was pretty dominant last year, contract year. Don't see much changing.
I actually see him regressing a lot.
Really?
They got rid of one of their best offensive linemen. And I think the Titans have been too up and down the past few years.
But I think
I
a lot of
also
that had to
don't
do with
trust
Marcus
Tannehill.
Mariota. I think they have a quarterback who's solid
I
now.
also don't trust Tannehill.
I mean, everything he did last year proved that he could run this team. He just didn't.
I think
don't
most of
like
that
it.
was off of momentum and just off of a new offense.
And you don't think he can carry that or most of it forward?
I think I think the whole team is just gonna regress a little bit.
Okay.
Not a little bit, just regress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Number 7.
Number 7,
Elliot.
Elliott
Mixon.
Mixon. Were you copying my list or something?
Maybe. Yeah, Joe Mixon though.
Every year it's Joe Mixon breakout year, and
It isn't.
it isn't. I mean, I think part of that's
Except
because he's
for
on the
this year.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, that could be
But
it.
it looks like they're trying to go in the right direction with a lot of things. They do have some talent.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's a good running back. He can catch, he can run, he can do a lot of stuff. So if he continues to, and it wasn't like he did bad last year.
No.
He just wasn't.
Especially the last half of the year.
Yeah, in the
He did a
beginning he
lot
didn't
better.
do good at all.
Yeah.
And he's very he's very proud to be a fantasy person. Like he
Oh, yeah.
wrote on his Twitter that he was sorry for all the fantasy value that he's not giving to his people.
Yeah.
And then he stepped it up and he started doing even better.
Nice. And who was your number 7?
Elliot.
Elliott. All right. Nice. Number 8,
Number 8, I have Bell. Very surprising, right?
Le'Veon Bell. Okay.
I really like
Yeah.
him. When he was on the Steelers, he did extremely well. Then he had a huge decrease when he was on the Jets. Looking at his stats, that was too big of a decrease. I actually look at him as probably having a bounce back year.
What about age?
Not-
Do you think that has anything to do with it? I mean, he's not old, but he's getting up there.
No.
What about a gap year? That's my problem with him.
Yeah.
He left, he came back, and
Yeah.
he didn't look good.
Yeah, that might be a problem.
Wait, is that the
But,
offensive line of the Jets?
I mean,
though?
Frank Gore looked better than him. No. Stealing his job.
I don't think so. I think Frank Gore's too old. I think he's back.
Now Frank Gore is definitely old.
Yeah. Any second now. He just won't retire though. Just loves the game too
He's like
much.
Fitzgerald.
He can still get a few yards though.
Who was your number 8?
My number 8 is Alvin Kamara.
All right.
Who do you have?
I've got Miles Sanders.
Nice.
I think he should have a very solid year. He was had definitely a second half of the year. Last year was really solid. Everything's leaning towards him having a really nice season this year. He's great out of the backfield, catching, running. If they use him,
Yeah.
he'll.
They kind of eased him in last year.
Yeah, they did ease him in a little bit. So, all right, number 9,
9. Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Yep.
Kenyon Drake.
Kenyon Drake. I've got Austin Eckler in this position.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Love that guy. Like my own son.
He started off really good last year. Mr. Eckler, yeah. And then Melvin Gordon came back and he still did good, but he was not spectacular. So I don't know what to think about him. But
see.
I think he'll be a top 10 running back.
Yeah.
I'll feel fully comfortable without seeing how they're going to run things. And then with Tyrod Taylor, I just don't think he's touched about that. And I'm going to get his mini dump off. So I think he's a little bit further down. And you said you had
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley. Mm-hmm. And that seems like that would be a positive bump for Gurley.
Yep, I think the Rams just in general had a bad season last year. It wasn't just Todd Gurley. Jared Goff did. The defense looked horrible last year. The only person on the team that really did great is Cooper Kupp and debatably Robert Woods. I think Todd Gurley just had a huge bump, and I think the Falcons are he's gonna go up.
Well, he's got
do a
the
lot better.
opportunity. It's all about health, I think, for him. He's got the talent. Are we on 8?
No, we're not.
We're on 9.
Oh, we're on 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake.
Oh, yeah. Kenyon Drake. Anything you want to add to that?
Nope.
Just love him at number 9.
I feel like he can go either way, and so it's a safe place to put him.
Pretty safe place.
I think if he's not top 10, then he's top 20. I don't think he's worse than that.
Yeah.
He's on the right team for him.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Number 10.
This is where I have Miles Sanders.
Okay. So we're pretty close in that aspect.
Yeah.
yeah, I have Sanders right here.
Oh, well, we're all very close then. Mm-hmm. I have Nick Chubb.
Ew.
He's a dominant running back. If he gets the ball in his hands, he can do stuff with it. I just feel pretty good about him. Nothing. I don't think he has that possibility of improving much from number 10. But I think he's probably safe somewhere right around 10. So
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna finish as a top 1 or 2. But I don't see him finishing out of the top 20.
Yeah.
I just think he's a good back that's going to get you carries. Because Kareem Hunt is going to give some value there. If there's no Kareem Hunt, then I've got him way higher.
Yeah.
But with Kareem
me too.
Hunt, it's
Absolutely.
going to take some of that away. But
yeah.
I mean, Chubb is just too good not to have a pretty good floor. So, anything you guys want to say about Miles Sanders?
I mean, I have him up here because he's basically by himself, and they didn't give him what he needed to get last year.
Right.
So there's really no way of telling if he's really good. This is the year to test it since he's on the team and he's the person now to
Right.
be the running back. Obviously there's a lot of pressure on Carson Wentz out there as well. Miles Sanders can catch if he needs to. He's really more of getting the yards type guy. I think this is exactly where Miles Sanders will be. Maybe just out of the top 10, or if he does, he'll get there.
Somewhere around there.
I like this sound. He's my keeper.
Nice.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.